Merry Christmas to you, Pisces, to you and your family and friends. It's December 2013. It's come around quickly again. I do hope that this is going to be a very festive season for you. And I guess I should be telling you that from your horoscope, shouldn't I? And indeed, that's the case. We do see that the sun is moving in the upper part of your horoscope. I mentioned that last month. And a new moon taking place in your career sector. So at this late stage of the year, some new opportunities may arise for you. But thereafter, the moon moving into the 11th house of social activities. And again, later in the month, with the sun moving there as well, I can foresee that this Christmas is definitely going to be full of hope, full of surprises, and full of social engagement. As I said last month, you've had that Venus-Pluto conjunction. That would have been a very intense sort of cycle for you. That's softening a little bit, but still having Venus there in this area is a very nice planetary aspect to have. You've got the influence of Jupiter there as well. So generally, for the most part, this is a very social time, a time when you can make new friends, and particularly in your work to further your professional objectives at this late time of the year. Now, your ruling planet Jupiter on the 4th creates a wonderful aspect to the Sun. That is a particularly excellent aspect associated with health, well-being, and luck too, because it's occurring from the sign of Cancer, which is in your 5th house of luck, speculation, and future karma. So some things that are happening there right now are also augmenting your life generally. A little difficult sort of aspect there from Mercury, which we see moving into your 10th house on the 5th. Hard aspect to Neptune on the 8th. It's probably best to hold off from any important correspondence that you have to do there, or if you're pushing hard to get some sort of news from a job interview or some work-related or study-related arena, just hold off on that, because you might make things worse by jumping the gun. Mars moves to the 8th house, difficult sector of the horoscope, but it is a favourable planet. December 8th, 8th house, Mars. That's going to activate your sexual prowess, your desire for intimacy, and also that has something to do with your shared resources, finances, and money. Money, food, and sex, the 3 primal areas of life, seem to be strongly focused at that time after the 8th. Favourable aspects from Mercury on the 11th. So that's the time when you might suddenly receive some news, which I alluded to earlier, that you should not push just now. Just wait and see what happens after the 11th. Nice aspects from Jupiter to Saturn on the 13th. Saturn, of course, is one of the social areas or social planets of your horoscope. And the 12th house, not so social. This could be some quiet connections with long-lost friends, or just having, rather than boisterous sort of entertainment, a real nice quiet meal with just some close intimate friends at that time. That's on the 13th. There's some elevation of your social activities on the 22nd and 24th. Sun and Mercury also move to that 11th house, which we talked about earlier. And then, of course, the conjunction of that Mercury and Sun on the 29th. So this is a very busy and social period for you throughout the period of the, say, around the 18th to the 29th. Then there are some tough aspects on the 30th and the 31st. Again, communication difficulties there. Miscommunications, forgetfulness, and maybe some heated discussions around the 31st when Mars and Pluto move into a rather tough aspect. Intense. Pluto receives the conjunction of Mercury on the 31st, the last day of the year. Again, this is all focused on your social engagements. You'll probably need a holiday in the new year, is basically what I'm saying, Pisces. Do enjoy it while you can. Don't burn the candle at both ends if you can help it. And I'll be here to see you in the new year. In the meantime, do join me at astrology.com.au. We can get a bit more detail on what I've just talked about here. And of course, a lot of free readings, psychic readings, and our bank of psychics there, ready to help you if you want something a little bit more personal, engaging. Take care. See you in 2014. Bye-bye.